Hey guys, thanks for tuning back into Pixel Rich Games, where we strive and make it super hard, super fun. This episode is part 2 of our EX Missions farming series. So if you haven't seen part 1 yet, links in the description and at the top right. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet and help this channel reach more Age of Calamity players out there. Now, the setup that I used for this video is exactly the same as what we had in part 1. All 50 runs were done in normal mode. As for the missions themselves, I played whatever the game threw my way. Flail Link was my go-to guy. The weapon I had equipped had 5 attack speed plus seals and 1 improves quality of found weapons. And that is the main difference from part 1. We are now testing how much difference that 1 quality seal actually makes. For missions that required 2 characters, Sidon was my wingman. Well, he was there to fill in the spot, but I wasn't Link 100% of the time. The idea behind this is we're trying to get the good stuff on the champion that we're focused farming on. So as much as possible, we control everything and our only variable should be the 1 quality seal on our weapon. So unlike part 1 where we got 0 top tier weapons, in this set we actually got 1. It's from a bonus drop that had battlefield specific material drop rate plus, and it was a pair of extravagant bangles for the Great Fairies. That was pretty cool, but I was hoping that we would get more. Back to the main part of the results, this is the mission distribution of all the 50 runs. Okay, so the first set of data that we're gonna look at shows all the seals that I got, and they're arranged according to their seal names, ignoring their pluses for now. Let me just scroll through this whole thing quickly for those who are interested. Okay, now I want to take out everything aside from Link's drops, because those are actually our main drops. Our baseline has a total of 44 bonus drops, and our latest set adds up to 45, very well within range. We can see a slight swing towards farming seals. Combat seals almost stayed within the same range with the exception of mid-air attack damage. We saw something similar in our versus Harbinger Ganon experiment. Mid-air attack damage was most dominant in the apocalyptic mode with 1 quality seal. Everything else pretty much has a similar trend with this set. Now let's look at Link's normal drops. The highlighted rows didn't change much. The change I see are with the low valid combat seals like damage at 30% hearts or less, damage from enemies, and so on. It's not exactly what we want to see, but it's still a slight improvement, I guess. Okay, now let's go to the more exciting part. Let's sort them all according to pluses. And let's start with Link's normal drops. Now that's looking good. Our plus seals almost doubled. Rare seals pretty much stayed the same. And to me, this means that our 1 quality seal has a more substantial impact to normal seals and has very little influence over rare seals. Rusty weapons also shot up. This would have been awesome if higher tiered weapons still came from octo polishing. So far, I've been getting nothing but junk. Next, let's have a look at our wingman's normal drops. Here we're only talking about 17 runs. And out of that 17, we were actually able to get 3 plus seals. Everything else stayed well within range. Now for Link's bonus drops, the ones with yellow border. Well, aside from getting more junk, I don't see any improvement here. This also holds true for Sidon's bonus drops. The pie chart looks like it changed a lot, but that's actually because we're only talking about 6 seals, okay? Okay, now for our random drops. This is the one that changed a lot. Unfortunately, not in the way that we want. It just gave us more single plus seals, more than double might I add. Okay, let's head into the climax. Just give me a sec to show the whole thing. Alright, now let's take out all the seals that aren't of much use aside from upgrading our main weapons with. I see two major things here. First, if you're looking for improved quality of found weapons and mid-air attack damage plus, and wanna stay playing in normal mode, don't put a quality seal on your weapon. Just stick with your full damage build. Now, if you're building a battlefield-specific material drop rate weapon, that's where the quality seal makes a difference. Other than these two, the seal had very little influence over the others. For part 3, I'm gonna run the same weapon, but in apocalyptic, so stay tuned for that. Thanks again for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video if you liked what you saw. If not, just do me a favor and like it all the same. Hit that bell to get notified whenever I have new content out. See you on my next vid, guys. Stay healthy, keep safe, and God bless us all.